Local film critic Dale Pollack is back with us this morning. Good morning, Dale, and Happy New Year to you.
Meredith, Happy New Year to you also.
Thank you. We are off to the races this morning. First up, Bombshell.
Well, people have been waiting for this movie. It's about the sexual harassment scandals at Fox News, and it is very well cast with Charlize Theron, who is also the producer of the movie, playing Megyn Kelly. Nicole Kidman plays Gretchen Carlson, thank you. And Margot Robbie plays a fictional character who is in that same blonde bombshell mode. The real performance is John Lithgow as Roger Ailes, who is the scummiest person we have seen on the screen in a long time. Roger Ailes is dead now and not around to defend himself, but John Lithgow does a devastating portrayal of him. Ultimately, the film comes a little short. You don't really see the consequences of the actions. The movie ends when Megyn Kelly leaves Fox. We know her career did not succeed. She still carries that scandal around with her, and it was a pretty devastating experience for everybody. The film shows that, just doesn't have a strong feel of completion at the end.
Speaking of completion, perfect transition for talking about movie number 9. Of course, we're talking about Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker.
And this is the end of the third trilogy. George Lucas, when I wrote my biography of him skywalking in the early 1980s, said to me he conceived of 3 trilogies. This wraps up the last trilogy. And it's interesting to note 2 things. This is a female-centric Star Wars movie. Daisy Ridley is the hero, and she rises to the occasion and gives a great performance. And I don't think we would have predicted that back in 1977 when the series began. And the second is, it reinforces the concepts that George Lucas wanted with the Force: kindness, compassion, grace. There are very many moments in this film where there could have been revenge. And Lucas originally titled the third film Revenge of the Jedi, and he changed that to Return of the Jedi, because in his mind, Jedis did not want revenge. And that plays very significantly in this film. Great performances by Daisy Ridley, by Adam Driver, by pretty much everybody in the cast. J.J. Abrams, who did the first Star Wars revival back in 2015, returns for this. The dialogue is pretty hackneyed. It's 2 hours and 25 minutes, so it's too long. There's about 8 endings, but it is a satisfying experience. And if you've been a Star Wars fan, this does mark the end of one era. Now we've got The Mandalorian on Disney Plus, and there will be a lot more Star Wars movies, but the idea of the original 3 trilogies now comes to an end, and it's a pretty good way to end on with The Rise of Skywalker.
And speaking of compassion, or the lack of, we have to end with Cats.
All right, I'm not going to be too compassionate here. I'm not going for revenge, but this was an ill-conceived idea from the outset. When I saw Steven Spielberg's name as an executive producer on this film, I said, what were you thinking? If they had done an animated version of Cats, it would have been great. If they had tried to do a completely live action version of Cats, it might have worked. This is somewhere in between and falls horribly, terribly flat. The dances aren't good. The costumes are so weird. Judi Dench looks like she'd rather be anywhere else in the universe than on the set of Cats. And this film just doesn't work on any level. I am giving it a 1 popcorn. Which I have never given before.
Yikes.
And I hope I will never give again.
And as I'm literally covering my eyes, what about the popcorns for the other ones?
Well, 4 popcorns for The Rise of Skywalker, because it's a great ending, and 3 for Bombshell, for almost getting there, but not quite.
All right, well, you have heard the honest take of all these 3 films, and now, hey, it's your turn. Thank you so much for stopping by, Dale, and for more movies and reviews, you can, of course, head over to Dale's website, dalempollack.com.